Oh, come on. Like, how hard can it be, bro? Alright, here we go. Hello everybody. Wow, that was a quick join in from YouTube. Oh, there's no delay. I'm just, or probably not 2 minutes anyway. Artistic Aura. What am I munching? That was my special breakfast treat with yogurt, protein powder in it, some oats, and some frozen fruit. We are still working out the agenda for today, which means that I'm gonna bullet a little bit. I hope you excuse my bulleting. Fisher, I haven't decided yet. I would love to do some game analysis for sure. That would be gold. But I haven't quite made up my mind yet. You are always on my mind. You are always on me mind. You're talking about baseball right now? Is it? Am I getting that right? Oh my god, wait, I need to close half of my tabs. Wait, what? I still haven't closed all my tabs. Wow. Baseball, you say, eh? Interesting. Knight f6 would have hurt me here a little bit, I reckon. That doesn't bother me. we trapped the queen. Okay, okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. 27 handle bullet chest. Accidental queen traps. No worries. Let's just take this. Yeah, I don't think that was smart. But then again, who said I was smart? That 3-piece wasn't bad either. I'm gonna lose this game. I guarantee you. I'm gonna lose this game somehow. No, I didn't. Whew! Whew! Okay, that was a start. The accidental queen trap did it. When was the last time I won the first game of a stream? Literal never. I wonder if it's an ominous or a good sign. You want to ask about the paper and pencil recommendation? Well, ask away. At your service. Oh, you're coaching the team. I see, I see, I see. Okay, so now we are beginning to feel my pain, eh? Okay. No, what the point of writing down your lines is it's a one-way story. Like, it doesn't have repeats, right? So you write down the line, then you check. And if it turns out that you made a horrific blunder, that's the end of the story. Then you need to figure out why you blundered, how you blundered, and then, yeah, you just move on. That exercise is done, dusted, and you failed it, which is the ultimate way of growing and learning. And so we move on to next. Hello, Alan. How are you going, buddy? Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe to the Steven channel. Why am I not getting games? I'm doing great, buddy. I'm doing great. Alright, I have been... Wait, what? Okay, we have a game. Interesting. You what? Wow, that's bold. Emotional damage. Yes, that was the subscribe to the Steven channel. Ah, queen sack for sure is mandatory, right? King f1 is a bit of a boo-boo. Check or no check? Hard to tell. Let's double up. Let's dub up first. Ooh, check is dicey, but not yet. Queen there. Let's go back somewhere semi-sensible. Okay, I want to push this all the way down. By the way, I have had bishop... Ooh, hello. Now check is gonna hurt. Okay, this is game over now. Oh, that was clean! I missed bishop c3 for about 5,000 moves. Rook e3 was there too, but I prefer getting a queen first. Yeah, that was good. It depends on how beginner you are, my friend, about playing the Catalan or not. I can't tell because you are not telling me your chess level. Generally speaking, I would not recommend that to, by the way, beginner level player at all. But I don't know how beginner we are once again, so I don't have enough information to work with, do I? F4. Okay, that rocks. Knight A2. What the hell am I doing? E5. What? Okay. Okay. That second exchange. Yeah, good call. Good call. I have a very bad feeling that we're not winning this game due to my biggest demon in bullet chess, which goes by the name of time management, or rather the lack thereof. Tried my best in the end to speed up, but like that's how I was meant to play the first 25 moves, right? Now I just did a search. Oh, I see. That's why it didn't happen. What? Really? Fee boy. What's my opinion on the Gurgenidze? I do not recommend that thing. Definitely a big fat don't do that. But then again, it's level dependent. 1400 I would not bother with the Catalan. For 1400 rapid or what is that 1400? Could you be more specific? Okay, if I want to be very honest, I am playing this a little bit gung-ho, but whatever. I want to play b3, but I cannot. Yeah, okay, that's actually not bad news, I reckon. Isn't that knight getting trapped in here, by the way? Or am I tripping? Nope. Oh my god, what a... That was the dumbest move of the day. Oh god. I want to swing across here. Clean! Basically, what is the reason why a 1900 can bully the heck out of an 1800? They can't. Or if they do, it's because the 1900 is in very good form and playing a lot better than they usually do, and the 1800 is underperforming. That's it. Really? Okay. It's interesting. Knight g5 for real. What are you trying to do, bruv? Okay. I don't get this. Yeah. Be my guest, bruv. Take it. I should have probably come back. That would have been cleaner, but... because my queen is covering d5, so there's not a lot that can go sideways here. Except for this stupid queen in 6 check. I don't know how to stop it. It's pretty embarrassing that I'm losing this on time. Wow. Okay. I shouldn't have allowed this because I'm winning here for sure somehow, but I needed to figure it out, and I needed several minutes to figure this out, let alone seconds. And I could have avoided all of that, so that was completely on me. What is it doing? Okay, let's second exchange. Yeah, this is gonna be Carnage City. Hopefully. Ooh, that was bad. Luckily, so was the response. B5 was a good move, by the way. This guy is good. I like this guy's chess. He's very, very aggressive. Yeah, he does well. We're going to lose this game. Yeah, no, I don't like what I just did there. That was dumb. Who is this dude? Whoever he is a good chess player. Oof, okay. I'll take it back. Maybe knight c3, e4 was even better. That was terrible to allow knight e4. Yeah, that was done by me. Damn it, that was stupid. That was stupid too. Yeah, no, that's not gonna fly, buddy. Sheesh. Jesus! Dude is fast, man. The dude is fast. Okay. This dude is rapido chess player. I need to shape up time-wise. I really wanted to not play this line, but whatever. Let's see how good his theory on this endgame is. His only move here. That's wrong rook. But still playable, I believe. Other rook was the correct move. Oh, thank you, Buddies Lee. I'm very glad that you're having fun, man. Sorry, I'm not really reading chat at the moment, but yeah, that's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Enjoy the course.
Wahoo.
Okay, he's losing this endgame the exact same way he lost the other one. Yasim, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate you, young man. Let's go behind that dude. And it's game over now. GG. Yeah, these endgames are not playable when you have got two connected passes running. That's just not tenable. Oh, Fadja, hang e5. Oh my word. Ah, oh, that was dumb. Ouch. Oh man, like fudge. He played a complete poo-poo line and I just fell apart. Oh my god. That was very sad. Yeah, I hate myself. I don't like playing these games when I'm like this. I don't care if it's bullet. I prefer not to play that. It's just sad. You what? You did knight f8. Okay, that shouldn't fly, but I guess it does. Take. I don't see any tactic there yet. Oh, that's a good move. We relocate here. Well, I thought it was a good move, but I'm not even sure anymore. Losing this, hey? Damn it, man. This guy's very confident. Yeah, I don't think it was a good idea to take on d5 after all. I think I regret this decision greatly. Now I can go back, though. Pity that we're going to get flagged. Real pity. Total bullsh. Like he's, yeah, Bishop G3 taken, game over, he resigns. Completely owned him there. From a dead even endgame too. But that's bullet, whatever. I believe this to be some kind of theory. Until I blundered the pawn again. But I actually like my position here. Best way to learn opening? I don't know. Like, is there a way that is not good to learn opening? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Play through openings. I think that the most important concept of opening theory or learning openings that most people not utilize at all, which is something that I am very big on in my chessable courses, is analyzing, potentially even memorizing model games, an entire game specific to that opening that you're trying to learn. I think that's the key. That was a dumb move because now rook e5 check wins my queen, but he missed it. Don't know why he missed it, but he did. Fudge. I'm so bad at like a bullet strategy of not letting go of my winning pieces. It's not even funny. But I don't consider it to be like, yeah, this is why I will never be a good bullet player. Because my brain doesn't work that way. It's like, let's sack away all the pieces. Or let's keep at least one game-winning piece so they can't draw it. It's like, yeah, nah, whatever. Yeah, pick at Kasparov is a good one. What am I doing exactly here? No one knows. What are these GF6 lines? You mean mainline Sveshnikov? Yes, the idea of the Sveshnikov is that it's wild. What the frick am I doing, man? Like, Jesus. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. Another good way to learn opening is to do what I'm doing now, except not bullet but blitz, and stop after like every 2-3 games and reflect on where you were out of theory and how you should have played it better. Let's not blunder this pawn twice. I don't think that that's conducive to winning chess games. Is this too risky? Let's go. Ooh, that bishop. Yeah. Oh, okay. He had rook g5. Yeah, usually I feel like when it comes to actual chess, I tend to outplay the guy. But when it comes to all the other bullet skills, which are the least important things in bullet, the most important things in bullet, time management, flag ability, all that stuff, I'm outclassed here. Completely outclassed. Queen g4 is the plan, so let's go this way. Yeah, like when it's pure chess, I'm good. If it becomes messy, we're done. Oh, wow. When it comes to me being able to move my mouse, I'm also done. Hello, strongman. How are you going, man? Since you are playing Panov, what's the most good line against it? The line that he played, that endgame line, oh my god, is a forced draw. But he didn't know how to play it, so we did okay-ish. We're totally busted here. And this was actually chess, so my previous rant about what a great chess player I am is invalid. Oh, that's absolute bollocks. Well, I made it work because I have a double threat. Hopefully he's focusing on this. Queen f5, even not queen f5. Yeah, okay, so he saw the threat. Okay, we might actually have a chance at this now. Yeah, I think we might... We might be doing something painful here for him. If only I wasn't the slowest player on the planet. Sheesh. Oh, okay, I completely missed that. I'm so pathetically crazy bad at moving my fingers on my mouse. Oh my god. I am an old man. I am a miserable old man. And this is a terrible line for black. Don't ever play this. Please do not embarrass yourself the way I am right now. Oh, I wanted 94. Oops. Suboptimal. Yeah, we're totally cooked here. Even if I wasn't a piece down, I would be dead here. Really? I don't think you thought that one through, buddy. I mean, could just come back, but I have a feeling h5 is the winning move here. Now let's go h5. Knight e4 there, really? What's my man smoking? Like, bruv, you are busted. No? What made me think, by the way, that I was up a piece in this game? Remind me again. He just blundered there. Which was more than unfortunate. This is when I absolutely hate bullet, when this stuff happens. Like, this is not really... Ooh, okay. Alright, now we're good. Now we're very good. Whoo, baby. Yeah, okay, now we are cooking. Now we are cooking. No worries. Hold the fort, guys. I'm gonna read your questions after this game. I had enough of bullet. I don't like this anymore. Just bonded a pawn. Fuck me. Bishop h8 was completely winning. But because if this is dumb bullet, we're going to win it on time. So there is that. Blundered this too. But he blundered first. So we are golden. Any opening racks against d4 just to play chess, not who can out-prepare the opponent? No, forget that. It's 2025. You need to learn opening theory. Play e4, e5. Rapid rating is 26 hundo. Did my good friend the Nova Chess guy? Oh, the Nova Chess guy is in the house too. Yeah, perfect timing because I just stopped this bullet garbage and we are going to do something meaningful with our lives. Which is going to be some game analysis. Oh, Yusum, you have a game for us to analyze. Yeah. Just keep in mind, but I'm pretty sure you know the drill. So yeah. Oh, there we go. You seem coming in strong. Hello. Okay. Send me the goods, friend. Send me the goods. Send me the goods, Mr. Yusim, the absolute toppest of blokes. Oh, Nova Chess guy on your bike. You have been put on your bike. I need to put back those audios, by the way, onto my stream deck. But when I got my new computer, I forgot doing that. Alright, Yusim sent me the goods. Okay. Alright, let's dig in. Yusim, can you give us some context, please, about time control, rating of players, all of that jazz? Oh, wrong game already. Brilliant. That's a solid start. Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna send me a win. Okay, we're black here. We are still asking for context, young man. Alright, context please. No. Shooting for 16 or Chesscom Rapid, and I'm guessing this is a rapid game. Alright, let's sink our teeth into this marvelous masterpiece by S. Yusim from Canada. 6-month break. That was a big mistake, but I'm glad to see that you think you're better than before. A little tiny little hint for you here, buddy, that if you want to be super precise, I would recommend you to not to play d6 here, but play castles first. Because there might be lines and moves against which you don't want to play d6 next. For example, if they play here e3, which on your level is quite a frequently seen nonsense, then you would want to play c5, d5, not d6. It's a nuance. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Okay, d6. Okay, so against h3 kings Indian, generally speaking, the knight goes to a6. And no matter what they do next, most typically it's either bishop e3 or bishop g5, you play e5. And when they push the scene, instead of you sitting in an awkward tempo, you are jumping into a weak square. Hello, Mr. Thompson. Good to have you on board. You see me with me, buddy? Yep, okay. I will take it as a yes, sir. So knight c6 is slightly inaccurate here. Yeah. Okay, this is still fine. This is fine because the knight is going to be splendido on c5, and now the bishop's diagonal hasn't been messed up with, so hasn't been messed with. Yep, very good. I dig that. Funnily enough, now e5 comes with a tempo, which would have been worth considering. Your opponent is definitely playing random garbo. Yep, a5, good, I dig it. I quite like your opening play overall, by the way. It is a solid opening play for sure. Yeah, there is a very good case to be made for a4 here. To blockade the pawns for life. Yeah. That is an opportunity that you would like to use when it arises. a4. Yeah. And I'm also looking at e5, but yeah, okay. The thing with c6 is that I don't really know what your follow-up is if I castle. That's my only problem with c6. Because if you take on d5, we just improved white's structure, right? So we gave them an open e file and we gave them a target on e7. Well, granted, we have bishop f5 here, so that might not be viable. Okay, yeah, I take it back. Never mind. That's actually valid. But maybe take. Yeah, and then bishop d7. Yeah, I guess. I think I would have preferred e5. The King's Indian blood in me wants to go wild. Okay, e5 looks horrid. Because now it looks like... aren't they losing this? Wait. Okay, this is looking like all kinds of miserable for white now. Very good. Okay, I have a question though. What happens here if we take this? And then this. Am I tripping or are we just netting a pawn here? Huh? No, it's very, very far from a Gurgenidze. The only analogy with the Gurgenidze is that there is a weak square to put a knight on. You could well have said that it's like a Sveshnikov. Sorry to rain on your parade, but nah. Yeah, I think there was a pawn for the taking here. Now, I am the last guy who wouldn't be excited about the opportunity of grabbing a tempo. But yeah, take. Rook d1. Yeah, then bishop f5, right? And then, yeah, I can play d4 with that. This is not playable. This is over. This is not playable. No, d4, bishop f5, like it's... Yeah, no, you can't do this. Maybe bishop e5 is better. Because now after cd you might have rook d1. Because now I don't have d4 push. But even here after bishop f5, I feel like we're looking like $1 million there. Okay, we move on. I don't think the bishop f5 was bad at all. I like this move a lot. I wonder why you sent this game to me, buddy, because it's 4 more moves. You haven't made a mistake yet. Not a good game to submit for analysis unless you wanted to celebrate your glory, which I'm all for. But generally speaking, you would want to send a game that A, you lost, B, it was long enough to find mistakes. Like, I'm looking at a 95% game here, I'm guesstimating. Like, what do you want me to say, man? You played a perfect game. Well, I would like to share your sentiment here about the interesting tactically, but isn't it what we call carnage? I guess you want to go into this line, right? Take bishop d6. Chat, what would you do here? Let's utilize the last 2 moves of this game as a learning opportunity. Rook d8 is losing a queen, yeah? Okay, so if bishop c3, then king f1. We need a full line. We need a full line, and guy with no skills once again proves that he has the skills. So it's check, king here, and queen f6. And now we're just murdering them. The best part, though, is that after bishop f8, likely we are going to take this and not the rook. In fact, not likely, but 100% because this is hanging. So now we need to take. Let's say rook c1. Would I go knight e4 or would I go bishop b2? Bishop b2. Because rook c2 loses to bishop a4. So they have to go to rook b1. And now knight e4 looks good. Bishop e4 wins the exchange. Yeah, this is beautiful tactics. Very straightforward, mind you, but it's nice. Oh boy. Okay, well now rook d8 and it's game over. Yeah, I really like this knight e4 and then bishop b2 story here. You absolutely outclass your opponent. Yeah, this is just beautiful carnage. And game over. Alright, you need to send me a game, buddy, that we can actually do something with. Because I'm gonna now run a review on this. And we are going to get a 95. Is my guess for black. 95. Ah, it's only 90. Apparently bishop takes was a bit of a meh move. Oh, we have DE here. Shish kebab. That is a very good point that completely slipped my attention. That is really cool. The idea being that after takes, we can take and take G2. Huh. That is very cool. That is very, very cool. Did you see this, buddy, in the game? That instead of automatic recapture, DE5 was absolutely shredding. Take, and now the two bishops. Oh man, beast and beast. Yeah, this is really cool. This is really cool, but I still feel like I'm not giving you your money's worth. Yeah, chuck it in, Jazz. We'll have a look. Fireball. This is way too broad for me to do anything with. Like, no, I do not have videos on exchanges in particular, but if you had some examples where you went wrong, I would be able to give you advice and guidance, but this is just way too generic. Like, equivalent of, do I have advice to how to get better at chess? Yeah, this bishop scenario was very, very nice. Sorry, Sam, I'm doxing you a bit. I mean, hello, dude. Welcome back to chess. 93, 94, 96. Bruh, really? Wow. Wow. Bishop e2. How is bishop e2 a chess move here, sir? See, this is the game that you should have sent me. Like, dude, this is illegal. Why don't we play here h3 or bishop c4? What am I looking at, bishop e2? What kind of a King's Gambit player plays bishop e2 here? I hope that this is the misclick you are talking about. I don't know theory either, but since how is this a move when you can go to c4? Like, and by the way, what do you mean you don't know theory? You know that this is rubbish and this is rubbish. This is not theory. There's no theory. There's pure chess. That's the best part of chess, when you are out of theory or move free and you need to play proper chess. Develop control center. This does neither. Right? Like, this is not a chess move. Bishop c4 if you move the bishop, right? Like, what else? But I also question, why not h3? Let's just get rid of it and immediately get the bishop pair. Bishop d2 is just so passive and not in the spirit of the opening. Lord Jesus. And by the way, you're stuck with a very stupid bishop here too as a result. Like, you would rather have it anywhere on the board but here. I also dislike this capture. Very strongly dislike that capture. Because I don't understand the point of releasing this bishop and giving up center. Instead, I would have played knight e2 and d4. Oh man, like really? You do take and then knight e2? Wow, now this was a text. This is the game that you should have submitted, brother. Like, how does this make any sense? Let's give up center and then ruin our own knight. What was this all about, buddy? Because knight e2 is best here. Because now you can play for d4. Right? So knight e2 here, best move. Take knight e2 here is like the most puzzling thing I have seen all day today. This is something Nova Chess guy has heard about 100 times from me. If he's still here. Hello, Sensen. Thank you so much, buddy, for the subski. Love you long time. Like, this is mind-blowingly nonsensical, this take knight e2. Wow. Welcome to Chess Principles Reloaded Center, where we discuss not releasing tension for no reason. Oh boy, that was ugly. Okay, that's good. Brodert, welcome in. So I thought that we were going to kill the guy on the king side. Isn't this now just simply game winning, like chucking a knight on f5? Why d4 though? Because it's in the middle of the board called the center, where chess is usually taking place when you do it well. When you do it poorly, you don't play d4. When you do it well, you do. I'm thinking about trying to get into chess. Is it something I have to devote all my free time to get any enjoyment out of it? No. But is it something you have to devote all your free time to if you want to get good at it? Yes. Yeah, but isn't bishop a3 a one-move cheapo that does absolutely nothing apart from trading off your good bishop? Like, explain to me, like I was new to this game, why it is a good idea to spend 3 moves on trading this bishop for this one. Yeah, that is correct, Mr. Nova. You have been down this road plenty of time with premature releasing of tension, so you know the drill. But yeah, this makes no sense. Like, you're spending 3 moves to trade off a bishop, which is your good bishop. Why is that even a thing? I don't get it. When you have got knight g3 followed by knight f5, unstoppable, absolutely murdering your opponent on the king side. And there's a very good case to be made, by the way, that this bishop is completely useless because it just shoots into thin air and you have got nothing on the diagonal that you want to use. Right? You want knight e5, you want knight f5, excuse me, you want queen e1, you want queen h4, and you want bishop h6 and mate. So basically you give up your best attacker for the second worst piece on the board. And we are spending 3 moves on this. That's insane. Yeah, so we went from, just so that you understand, by the way, positional chess and how positional chess impacts your game. Knight g3 here is about +2. Yeah? Very, very conservatively +2. I would be pushing it to 2.5 to 3. Because strategically, we're completely winning. Right? After a4, rook d8, bishop e3, trade, we are -1. The part that really confuses me about these decisions, which I often ask from students, but it's very difficult to get to the bottom of things, is that what part of it was not clear to you during the game? Like, what was it that made you so attracted about spending 3 moves on trading off this brilliant bishop, ending up with 0 plan and 2 weaknesses? Like, clearly, some of what I just said, you perceived differently. And I'm dying to know what part, or what was it that made you go like, that's it! This is what we need, not a knight on f5. Okay, so you made a tactical blunder. Right, that's fair. So you didn't see bishop c5. I mean, that's the best possible explanation, by the way, because any other case, I would be just... No, I think this is the best way to be erring, because tactical blunders are fixable, but if you genuinely thought that this was a good idea to trade the bishop, that would be far worse. I still strongly disapprove of playing for a cheapo that I can handle super easily, even if I didn't have this. But, yeah, that's a different story. Okay. Tiny issue that now g6 completely shuts us down. Whereas, had you played it at the correct time, now we would have a bishop munching on this pawn. Oops. But our opponent demonstrated impeccable understanding of how not to pay attention to your opponent's threats. Yep. Ooh, yeah, now it's... Look who is attacking now on the king side, when it's far less effective than it could have been. Still, hats off to you. This is very good stuff. I'm telling you right now, there's no way that is a good move. Because that is the square for your queen. So the only 2 candidate moves, if I was white here, that I would be looking at is bishop d3 and bishop c4. That's it. Like, what are you even doing with bishop h5? That's where you want your queen. Like, that's it. If it's not one of these, I'm not playing it. Like, what are you doing here? Ashima, I give you another move. What do you do? Like, I played this. What's the plan? No, bro, that's the worst possible thing to memorize openings. Why would you do that? Absolutely not a chance. That's the last thing you would want to do. Play through some short, basic master games of the classics and try to understand the basic opening principles. How to play good openings. Not theory, the concepts, the principles. Developing pieces, controlling the center, all that stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, my friend, queen g4, contrary to what you're thinking, creates 0 threats. So I don't know why you are assuming rook g8 is coming. What I'm absolutely flabbergasted is that you don't seem to realize how all of your pieces are on the wrong squares here. All of them. Like, again, this is positional misunderstanding. Like, this bishop couldn't possibly be on a worse square than here. I mean, a6, right? But other than that, it's like, if it wasn't on the board, I would be happier than with here on h5, because then queen h5 is carnage, right? So, yeah, this is really nothing short of mystifying, to me at least. Like, bishop here, and off we go. And by the way, you spent 0 time on this move. Absolutely none. Yeah, this is insane. As in how easy things can slip out of hand with careless play. Ooh! Yeah, you see, this is the game you should have submitted, brother. Nonetheless, like the fact that you walked into this blunder is irrelevant. Like by now we have made so many positional mistakes. It's not even funny. Right? Alright, that was a goodie. Alright, Courtney, I want to see your game, hun. Sorry to call you hun, it's an Australian thing. I didn't mean to sound flirtatious. Yeah, there was a lot to take away from this one, my friend. A lot. But nonetheless, I would like to congratulate you for the previous win, which was absolutely glorious. But that was, you know, very good for the ego and not so good for the learning. No. We don't care, Courtney, if it's too basic. I'm interested in it. I run the show, so send it to me. I'm the boss. I make the calls. Ah, you did. Okay, but give me a sec. I don't want to dox you, so I will go to a different tab. Oh, by the way, you sent me one above as well. Is that the same or different? Sorry, I did not react to that, Courtney. What's the one that you sent before? No, it's all good, you Sim. I didn't feel like you got your money's worth with the first one, so I felt compelled to look deeper. Okay, do you want me to look at both? Are we black or white in the second one? Black, okay. I would have liked to see he Courtney 97.
Thanks.
Honey. You shouldn't have done that, hun. Next time I'll call you sweetheart. Let's see what happens then. Yeah, good. Goody. So, chat. What positional plan can we identify here? Or no, let me rephrase it. Identify the weakness. Design a plan to exploit it. Let's go. Let's see who is the best positional mind in the chat. Omar, the Disney guy. I don't think so, is it? Well, there you go, Bradley. I just asked the same question again. What makes you think that this pawn is weak? Guy with no skills. You did the reverse of what I asked you to do, and as a result of that, you came to the wrong conclusion. So, reverse the thinking. You will find the right move to the correct plan. But you are the only one who actually found out what was going on here. I don't understand why, guys, you would say that this is weak. How is this weak? It's not isolated. It's super easy to protect. It's very difficult to attack. I don't get what's weak about d4. I don't mean to rain on your parade, but it's not weak. I have got 5 zillion ways to defend it. And it's part of a mass too. So it's not even a long-term weakness. Guys with no skills was half correct, half wrong. So let's go back to square one. Identify the weakness. Yeah, I will add the Discord command later, buddy. It's I am Andrash, and yeah. C4 is not weak. Again, I don't know where this is coming from. What? C4? How is C4 weak? E4 is weak. That is the weak square right there, because both pawns have gone past it. Which is exactly why C4 is not weak, because if you were to plant something there, which you cannot, by the way, I could kick you out. So, we have established now that the E4 square is weak. Now we need to fabricate a plan to exploit that. I thought that you guys are going to like jump at me with the correct answer in 2 seconds. And we had a barrage of crazy off answers. Thank you, Malcolm. So bishop b4. Eliminate the defender, occupy the outpost. Now, I figure that I'm sounding super condescending right now. So in order to take the edge out of what I'm saying, hand on heart, was it really that difficult? Now cut that shit out, Jazz. Like, once again, hand on heart, was this a difficult concept to identify? That's an outpost. That's the piece that covers it. I go here, I take, I go in. I challenge every single one of you who is in the chat who gave a wrong answer. Hand on heart, tell me that, oh, no way I would have found that out. That's too complex. I reckon that was a 1000 level question. Yes, guy with no skills, I'm not suggesting that you didn't need to do some checking on this, but it's crystal clear that after f5, well, first of all, and this is where chess becomes quite challenging, you can just pull back and win a pawn. This is why, and I always say this, such things as good at positional chess or good at tactical chess doesn't exist. Good at chess exists. Yeah, I don't buy that, Nova Chess guy. I don't buy that. What, without me telling you that e4 was weak, you didn't see it? Or rather, you didn't recognize that e4 has been given up? I don't buy that for a second. Like, I just can't accept that as an answer. I mean, we have been watching this, and as soon as f4 drops, you go like, hello. Thank you, Outpost. And from here on out, that's on your mind. And now where they walked into a pin to make it even worse. So, yeah. I will claim that it's not on me, guys. It's you. Securely, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Can someone please send a shout out to Securely and welcome in raiders. We are looking at Courtney's endgame, except I am not letting anyone to see the endgame because I'm having a go at everybody else. No, I'm not having a go at you, Courtney, of all people, but I'm not going to give in to, this is IM level chess. Bollocks. No, it's not. Anyway, let's move on. 94. Well, that was a bit premature. Although I do like the trick. You want to play take, 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 and f6. The problem is that after take, take, I don't have to take this. Yeah, the premature was classic, Courtney. I'm glad that you're catching up on the double entendres here. All right, take, take, take. Knight f6. Wait, what? Hello, what? f6 no good? What am I missing, chat? Well, the definition fireball run of a weak square is a square that cannot be controlled by the pawns, right? So if they go past it, by definition, that becomes a weak square. In fact, an outpost. There is no other way to think about this. Anyway, I told Courtney that the whole idea with the premature action was to trigger this pin. But apparently I'm wrong, and it was not the idea. I don't see what Queen G6 does. Isn't it a free piece? There might be some dirt here on the diagonal with an E6 discovery, but if worst comes to worst, you can just sack everything on E5 and level the field. You really should have played F6 here. Okay, your opponent should have played D5 here. Now D4, friends, could be highlighted as a potential weakness because it's isolated. And pieces have been traded off. Ooh. Mouse slip? Securely, thank you once again, buddy, and welcome in, raiders. Please follow. Please, guys, follow Securely. No one sent a shout out. Courtney, I have a brilliant idea. I'll make you a mod. I don't know why, but when I send a shout out, it doesn't work. This is the second one. The one that you just sent me. Anyway, we didn't take B2. I don't know why. Goody, goody, goody. That's good chess. Don't worry about it. Just please feel the pressure of being responsible now. Chat, what would you play here? Apart from Queen F5. What other move comes to mind? Exploit pin. I don't see a pin. What? Bishop F6? Yeah, I guess it's a legit idea, although likely... Yeah, no, I accept. Bishop F6 is legit. Free pawn, double up, white rook... What? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't we play B5? Kick the knight, allow the penetration, expose the pawn. Exactly. Exactly, senor. Well done, Fireball. That's what good chess looks like. Calculate, evaluate. B5. Again, B5 looked very good to me. But this is quite decent. Yeah, great. This is great chess, Courtney. Well done. Oh no, take, please, please, please. It's... Hello, what? Such a neat tactic. Look, bishop here, rook here, rook takes, check. Picks off the rook. Welcome to basic tactics. Welcome to basic tactics, yeah? I'm very keen to pick my fights today with chat, so I'm going to ask you guys, what rating level do you consider this calculation? So that you realize that bishop a3 in fact does win a pawn. $2,000 FIDE to find that after take rook a1 bishop b2 if they take you win a rook. That's 2,000 FIDE. Bro, what are you smoking? Come on, Jazz. Bollocks. So Sholem, Nova, you are telling me that this is above your pay grade to see that bishop b2 rook a7 you pick off this with check. What are you guys smoking? If you go anywhere above 1,000, I'm like, you are delusional. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Why 13. Thank you for the 10 buckies. I mean, guys, this, it doesn't come easier calculation than this. That you take it, they attack you, you attack them, they take, and you go the only check on the board. What? I don't understand that. Why would you stop calculating a line when there are pieces hanging? And you can attack multiple things at once. Why would you stop there? That's like saying that you stopped making the cake after you came home from the shop with the ingredients. Hello? Like, what cake are we talking? I don't get this. Like, that's not calculation. That's where you start, right? Not to mention the fact, by the way, that you have got b4 here too to win. But that I just wanted to drop completely because who cares? But how could it possibly stop here? Yeah, no, I'm not accepting that. It's not a go at you, Courtney, again. I'm just gauging the general understanding of chess of the chat and the way how we perceive calculating lines. Some people in the YouTube said 600. And yeah, I am ranging this between the 6 to 1,000. And there are two reasons for the reason why I am rating it so low. One, there are only two pieces that are moving in the entire sequence. Two. One for me, one for them. Two, every single move is brute force. I take, they attack. I attack, they take, I check. That's the literal first line you calculate, if you actually commit to calculating. So, I'm happy to be wrong. I would never rate this puzzle higher than 1,000 rating points. If the question is bishop takes a3 winning a pawn, or no because of rook a1, I'm not going higher than 1,000. Call me cruel. Well, and then there is that is just clean pattern that like the bishop is just eating up everything on the board. The fact that there is everything on black in the final position, by the way, that's also note this. Every single white piece is on black. Like, if this is not red flag, I don't know what is. Anyway, let's move on. We still haven't quite gotten to the point because Courtney said that she missed a very obvious win, which I would like to see. This doesn't look good now, by the way. Now I am not a fan of black's position at all. So, the rule number one, Courtney, of any endgame where there is a pass pawn is that the pass pawn has to be... Chat, finish the sentence. What do we need to do with the pass pawn? Blockaded. Thank you very much. Because if we do not blockade the pawn, it runs in. This is something we learned from the legendary Nimzovich from 5,000 years ago. This move does not blockade the pawn. It says, can you please push it? And now I will refrain from the dirty jokes. Right? So we are not doing here endgame 101, which is pass pawn has to be blockaded at all cost. And your all cost right now is that you're losing a7. And no one gives a toss because this move was your lifeline. Now we are not dying to anything immediate. So what? Courtney, this bishop is not like it comes in. It doesn't come in. I don't know what your definition of comes in is. It takes a pawn. Right now, white has got 0 threats. None whatsoever. You can do whatever you want. So my idea when you say coming in is that it creates problems. It doesn't. Right? Like, white has got 0 threats. I don't know genuinely what white's next move is here. If I play a nondescript move. If you don't do this, I know white's next 3 moves. And they are gonna kill you. Right? So there is no other side of the argument here. It's either I blockade it and I leave, or I don't and I die. That's it. Now we just lost the game. And we lost the game. So if we really want to get to the bottom of what went down here, so we didn't take a pawn here, after which you would have had a fantastic endgame. Yeah, king f2, you go in, and if you compare like for like, every single pieces you have are better than their counterparts. Plus they have a crappy pawn that is beautifully blockaded. But this would have been still a quite tough challenge to convert, yeah? Now instead we went in and in, which is still fine. But now it's do or die. You absolutely must blockade pass pawns like this. And everything that went down after this is just carnage. By the way, I'm trying to understand. Oh, I see. Okay, I was trying to figure out how this was part of the picture. What you tried to do was that you were hoping to tempt your opponent to take this so that you could sell this. Which is cute. But it's hope chess. And it tells me that you completely misunderstood what this game was all about. You were completely focused on this as a primary threat. Whereas the reality was that this was killing you. Like you just didn't see the tree from the forest. Or forest from the trees, rather. Whichever is correct. Like, you literally played a completely different game here that was revolving between the battle of these two, which is not part of the equation at all. This is the equation. Alrighty, the rest was just carnage, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, I don't know what part of Still not the end game I was speaking of, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that it is over now, isn't it? Like, what are you talking about? Aren't you just completely dead throughout here? I don't know what you want me to say. Like, you're dead. You told me that you should have won this. That boat has sailed years ago. Yeah, no. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. I have the other one too. Let me bring up the other one. Wait, the other one is too short. It's 23 moves and it's a checkmate, so it's not that. By the way, now that you are a mod, you are not allowed to swear in the chat. Alright, Courtney, have you got it? Dude, I love it when you come in as a first time chatter and you try to roast the streamer without even having the faintest clue of what's going on. And you type 2 words in the chat, both of them misspelled. Shout out, buddy. Welcome to the 21st century internet. The world of the internet. Okay, I think she sent it. Let's have a look. Yeah, we got it. Oh, wait, it's the second one, is it? You just sent me the link now. Wait, okay, I need to extract it from the eChess business. Alright, Courtney, here we go. No, we don't want that. We want an analysis board. I'm guessing we are black. Okay, let's have a look. Simple endgame. You say, well, I thought it was a simple tactic earlier, and clearly Chet and I disagreed on the quality of certain tricks. Whoa, lady. Okay, Chet, what's wrong with this move on a conceptual level? Let's go. I want everyone's intake. I'm not gonna bite your head off this time round, I promise. I will just highlight the correct answers. What is wrong with this move? Active knight, undeveloped bishop. Right, okay, all of this is correct. Having said that, we can further elaborate on this, because a counter argument could be that it's an endgame, so the fact that it's undeveloped is not really that meaningful, and she takes a bishop for knight, which surely is beneficial. So what's the counter argument to that? So on a philosophical level, which is the level that I hate arguing chess, you could argue that I take this is good because we take a bishop for knight. No, I would never call this a bad bishop. That's not accurate. A bad bishop, by definition, is a bishop that has got a lot of pawns fixed on its color. Currently, there are 0 pawns in the camp fixed on white. The only fixed pawn is fixed on black. It's not a bad bishop. I know what the correct move is, and you all do, but I wanted to get this out of the way. So what I want you guys to think about when you look at a situation like this and you want to take this is that, am I losing the possibility of taking this if I do something else? For argument's sake, yeah, let's just say king d7 to activate the rocks. Can the bishop now move? No, because if the bishop moves, I take g2. So likely they are going to spend the move on kicking me out, and then if I take, then I have gained 2 moves. There is 0 incentive for black to take f1 now, because there's absolutely nothing white can do. So what we should do is to turn up the heat and create a new threat alongside the existing ones already. Because you realize that white cannot dodge this. Right? Well, obviously it's bad on many accounts, but the point is that even if the trade itself is great, then you realize that you can delay it because white can't do anything to avoid it. So you keep on building, add new threats, and take when it's optimal. Very good. Knight f1, very bad. Castles. Courtney. Talk to me, chat about castles. Let's go. What is the word on castles here? Come on, chat. I want you to be the harsh judge, so I don't have to always do the heavy lifting. King needs to be active in this phase of the game, so king d7. Is Novacek still here? I expected him to take that, to slam that high ball. Why would you castle Courtney here? Your king is the most important piece. Endgame. Hello? Center. If you castle here, your next X amount of moves will be spent on rook here and then bringing the king back. Why? King in the center. The king is a key piece in the endgame. It's one of the most important pieces that you need to play with. And now you just gave yourself 5 more moves to undo what you've done. The king d7 is a no-brainer here. I don't think so, Jazz, but castle's queenside is also a waste of a move in the sense that why not here? Yeah, it doesn't, well, that's the thing. It decentralizes the king, right? This is the center of the board. If I move here, I move definitely not toward it. At best sideways, yeah? Whereas this moves toward it. And also, I would argue that bringing the rook to the d file here is not a plus because very clearly you are shooting at the back of your pawn. So you want to be king here and rook here. Right? But this is the worst of all worlds. Okay, and then they do the same. Shout out to the opponent. Oh boy. Okay, cool. I don't understand this move at all. Why is this move being played, Courtney? But you played it, lady, so No, you can bring either rook. That's perfectly fine. Like, Courtney, you have got 4 pieces on the board. One of them is developed. And you tell me you don't know what to do. Who are you kidding? Right, so rook on the open file. This doesn't look to me like rook on the open file. Fireball, I don't understand what threat you are talking about. Like, please elaborate what threat I'm exposing this king if I put it here, followed by putting the bishop here, followed by putting the rook here, and then doubling up. What threat is my king facing here? You tell me. I don't understand. Like, king safety from what? Like, king safety has left the chat about 10 moves ago, my friend. Right? Okay, so a6 was, yeah, pass. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, good. Ish. See, if you had Courtney on king on d7, now you could take and trade. You mean during when you played it or when I'm analyzing it? My comments, hun. Yeah, I'm trying, sweetie. I'm trying. Okay, goody. Opponent lost the plot completely there. Oh, hello, bishop takes g3. 500 rated puzzle, by the way. Like, I would like to say that that was difficult or anything, but bishop takes g3, instant resignation. I would like to offer you, Courtney, here a fair number of excuses. None is available. You were busy flirting with the streamer. That's it. Everything else is unacceptable. Yeah, like, unacceptable. And also here too. Like, you had a chance to fix it here. MD, can you please remain somewhat civil in the chat in YouTube, please? Especially since everything you write goes out onto the screen. Yeah, that is completely unacceptable, but this is... Please tell me that we won this. Holy smokes, we did, but like 4,000 moves. Okay. Courtney, sweetheart, please tell me what is our overarching plan here. No, I'm not going to give you help. You will help yourself. And you will help yourself quickly. Yeah, MD, if you think you are civil, then maybe you should leave out human genitalia from the chat. That would be just absolutely divine. Thank you. That doing bishop g3 first would have won an exchange as opposed to a pawn. Hello? Was that a serious question? Like rook versus knight? Big boy? Not so big boy. Thank you guys with no skills for letting Courtney solve her own riddle. That was brilliant. Luckily, I specifically asked Courtney to answer this question. Your idea is to create connected pass pawns. Right? Connected pass pawns. If you do this, you will never have connected passed pawns. Right, this is the ultimate way to botch pawns because now they are disconnected or not flexible is the word that I like to call them. They are disjointed. Now the only way to break is g5. And once you do that, you have split pass pawns. You want connected passed pawns. Look, connected. Side by side supporting each other. Now the reason why we did g6 first is to avoid this blockade. Which again messes with your plan. Hence the cleanest way to go forward is this one first, then that one, then that one. Absolute kindergarten win. Yes, it is crucial. So let me model this for you, what I would do here roughly with black, yeah? So just to cut to the chase. Up, 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 up. I don't know, whatever. Up, in, up, check, up, and that's game over. Now I'm going in. All I did was activating king and pushing the pass pawns in. And typically I paid attention that, and this is also important, if you have a dark squared bishop, you always push them so that they are on white. Yeah, not black, black. Because now you have created gaps in between that your bishop can't control. Now if I put this king here, completely blockaded. Nothing can move. This sucks. This wins. Because now the king can't play in between. So notice how, from here on out, every time these guys move up, I always move them to white. Never both of them on black. Watch what I did. White, white. White, white. Never black, black. Yeah? All the way. The knight frightens me comment, I just ignore it. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. Absolute kindergarten stuff once you see it done. Now let's see what you did. Yeah, good. Now this is okay. I would have considered he staying on target to glue the knight to the pawn. But this is also good because it cuts out knight f4. Yeah. 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 Actually, I don't know what your story is. You're doing great. This is fantastic. And now the pawn just goes in unstoppably. No, that's fine. Did you miss a bishop sack somewhere? I didn't see that. Wait, wait. I don't see where the bishop sack was. Wait, what? Bishop d4 here. You're kidding me, right? Like, are we trying to win or lose now? For the knight. That's not called a sacrifice. It's called a trade. But I didn't see whether trade was possible. Am I tripping? What is the chat going on about? The knight never went to g2. I'm so confused. Knight not tradable. Not tradable, not tradable, not tradable, not tradable, not tradable. What are you going on about, guys? It's... What? Like, it's a check. It's white. Now bishop d4 would win, but it's not our turn. Check. Now you can do bishop d4. Okay, finally we got there. Yes. And that should have been seen. And in the same way, f4 also wins, by the way. Probably even better. But bishop d4 is clean. This is, by the way, the second time in the same game, Courtney, when you overlook a tactic of this bishop. Like previously, bishop takes g3 when the king was overloaded between e1 and g3. Now the king is overloaded between these two. You need to work on your tactics a bit, lady. Honey. I don't know why we are not pushing the pawn here. But this is clever too. But I don't really understand what you were hoping to get out of this, because after the check you have to come back. So ultimately you have to push, right? Time not on your side. Never is. Never is. But yeah, you didn't play this endgame badly at all. I mean, f5 was butt ugly. After that, however, you played it well. The bad decisions were missing a kindergarten level tactic. Castling he was really, really unnecessary. But none of these were like, oh, I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I'm doing with two different chats here again, sorry. Generally speaking, I tend to focus on the part of the chat that engages with the content. Like they just sent me stuff, so I looked at it. You are most welcome, Courtney. Alright, ladies, we are going to analyze one game today. And that's gonna be the end. Okay, let's go. Alright. Take it away, ladies and gentlemen. Why to move. Be a rock star. And you are most welcome, Courtney. Sweetheart. Gorgeous. No? Nobody's engaging? No moves? None of the above. All moves are not best. Very important concept here. Immediately engaging with the opponent. D5, correct. Immediately pushing and challenging the center, also denying easy development for the remainder of the queen side. Very important move. Where do we develop this guy? Colin Lee, welcome in, buddy. You arrived to the tail end of the party, but we welcome you nonetheless. Definitely not to E2, and yes, definitely G2. So G3 is our move. Good job. Very good. E2 is very passive, whereas here we're contributing to the pressure and potential tactics. I don't think that's a thing. I don't recall that. In fact, more often than not, that's counterproductive. Okay, very important move now. What do we do? This is where a lot of people on club level would implode. But not you guys. MD, your apology is accepted. Yeah, so the basic idea here is that a lot of people feel that, ooh, this is a I need to react. And every single thing that you can make with this pawn, take, push, take, all bad moves. And totally unnecessary. Because there is absolutely zero need to engage. Just leave it on and increase the pressure. They're not threatening to take. Any capture makes it worse for black. So why would you take into it, right? Double isolated, crab bishop, horrid position. Totally no need to engage. Increase tension instead. Take. Now, this is actually a losing move already, but the GM missed it. Knight b5 is winning here for white. Because after d6, bishop b4, this is falling apart. Wow. Bishop e7, queen a4, and there's too much pressure on. Like now you can't interpose with the knight, because if you do, then all of a sudden we come in from here, and this becomes bad. Putting it here loses this, yada yada yada. But taking back is just totally fine. What do we do now? Same story as before. Actually, I want to highlight this, sorry. So d6 here is bad because it allows black to play c5, which hits this and releases the knight. And yes, Oshki boy, Oskai boy, very good. Again, ignore, develop. And now the take is bad again because g7 is on. And of course, the double take here is also absolutely miserable pawn structure. So they played e5. We castle. They played d6. What do we do now? What do we do now? Rook c1, acceptable. Knight b5, I don't understand. Just get kicked out with a6, let's not do that. f4 is met by e4, when both bishop and knight would be a bit sad. Krolauer and Ominous Monkey are on the money, e4. Let's create friction. Exactly. Castles. And now we go back to what Gorgeous said. Say it again, Gorgeous. No, Gorgeous is not talking. Come on, Courtney. f4, baby. This is the time to bite because now we are increasing friction to the max. Since we are developed and they are not. Oh my god. I'm trying my hardest to chat her up and she just ignores me. Unbelievable. You have been out of this game, Courtney, for too long. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, this was poop, but logical. And now we need the Carnage Fest. Now it's kill time. Yeah, you're just ignoring me when I try to chat you up. Classic. Classic ladies. They have all the answers and they just go like, yeah, nah. Oh boy. Queen h5. Queen h5. Easy peasy. h6. And let's continue the kingside Carnage City. That's okay, buddy. Just stay for the vibes then. Knight f7. That's a bit too soon. Bishop e4. Outstanding. Outstanding. What's the threat? You look like a former Soviet general. Thank you. No one said that before. But I'll take it. Courtney now goes straight to the top, the main topic. She says, let's mate. Okay. Says nothing for 2 minutes and then goes, let's mate. I am all for mating. Queen g6 and queen h7 is the plan. Bishop 6, queen g6, hg5, and now I need an impressive variation calculation, please. And you are not allowed to say bishop g5, although that completely kills black. But that's a chicken move. Erase. I don't know what that means. Oshki boy, I queen h5. I think it's met with rook f7. Yeah, I don't like queen h5 here. That's chicken chess. Bishop g5 is good, but not a lot to be said. I don't know what's wrong with you, mate, but if you think you're funny, you're not. You are weird. Which is not unusual, by the way, for a chess stream. I'm talking to you, MD. But, like, seriously, bro. If you're not interested in what's going on, just leave, man. Like, it's really sad. Let's take that as your last warning. So, Courtney rocks. Almost. Guy with no skills rocks. Very good. So check, check, and take. Sack the rook, indeed, as Mr. Potato would say. And yeah, that's it. If king takes, we have got a beautiful, absolutely stunner of a checkmate here. Check, check, and mate. No, I don't tolerate stupidity. You think you are funny. You're not. That's the problem, MD. From your comments, I suspect that you are about 12 at best. And what you think is humorous is actually pathetic. And since I wish you well in life, I'm going to call it out. And I will tell you this. So that you have a chance to change it. You are not funny. Also, take, check leads to checkmate. Yeah, it is a beautiful mate. So the poor bugger went king d7 trying to run for the hills, but no love to be had there either. Who can see the finish? Pawn h4 no good. Yeah, no, because then the king goes back. Queen g7, I feel like I'm gonna run for the hills, no? Queen h3 check likewise, I've tried to dodge the bullets. Actually, wait. Did someone say queen g7? Queen g7 is good. Then I have queen e7, but you need to see here a very cool move. Without that, it is not worth anything. What is the cool move here? Impossible to see. I'll tell you what the cool move is. It's rook d6, king d6, and just take this. But the simplest win in this position is actually bishop f5. The point is that if you run now, then after check, I pick off the rook and queen, both. Hello? Whereas, if you take this, then the check hits the rook again. King e7 is mate. So you have to go to c7, and then after the check again, you have to go back to the back rank, losing rook and queen. As per Mr. Thompson. Looks like one of your games. I totally agree, Courtney. One of your Blitz games, that is, right? I hear you. That's okay, Courtney. I'm going to bounce too. I am going to bounce as well. This seems to be like a complete dead zone in terms of streaming, by the way. I have absolutely no idea who the hell to raid. Is there anyone in the house who likes StarCraft? Okay, there's one dude who likes StarCraft. Alright, I will raid Pig. I'm sorry, guys. I have nobody around, so that's gonna be the call. Just let me quick check if Piggy is still on. Yeah, Piggy is still on. Okay. Enjoy some extra strategy. Take care, loves. Oh, Riyadh. Okay. I will be on tomorrow again. Yeah, I would read. Next time we are going to raid Mark. I have raided him a number of times lately. Ah, not quite true, but I have sent a few raids to him.